This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Georgia State Panthers and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. We are keeping an eye on the weather in this one. Holly Rowe has the latest.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. Brown will throw it. Spits it out to the back. Out wide left, it's Butler. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, and I tell you what, just trust your guy. You know, you got your guy running a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage. Throw it up top. Let him catch it on top of his head. Really nice job by the receiver going and getting that thing.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Butler. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Right at the line. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Straight ahead, it's Boston. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman, gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. And now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Just got rid of that one.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Makes a move. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The corners are walked up tight. Brown wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Leaves it with the back. Across the 45. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. The 10. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. From the gun, looking for a man. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. At the 35, he's loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Brown will throw it. Rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rashada Downs going up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. From the gun. They're all over him. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
Great job on the safety there. And how about the D tackle just collapsing the pocket? There was nowhere for the quarterback to step up into to try to buy himself some time. That D tackle walked his man right into the lap of the QB, and he gets the safety.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Keeps it himself. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Butler. Run ends there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's
now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch. And I'll tell you, sometimes when you're throwing the go route, you can overanalyze things and think, what coverage do we want it against? What matchup are we looking for? But if I've got a guy outside that I know can go make a play, I don't care. I'm throwing it up, and I'm letting him go make a play.
on the play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Snaps it in the shotgun. Left side is Butler. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll... Second and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Under pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He breaks a tackle. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope. Steps out of bounds.
Just smothered on the play.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers.
Trying the left side. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got it in the middle. It's Culliver.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Wants to pass. Here comes the heat. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down. trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw on third down. Got his man. At midfield, he's got room. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play, they took a sack. This one, they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Long way to go on second down. Brown wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looks it in. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Boston. Pass to 6. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Boston.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. Quick give. Breaks into the open. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He got it.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 9 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Fighting Irish trying to keep the ball rolling with their 11th straight win. It's been a dream season following that early loss. This will be a dangerous postseason team. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got the back over the middle. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it.
Oh, a lot of space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabs it in the middle. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Georgia State takes over as the offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. He's loose. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
And I think it's pretty clear. They went into the half and said, we're getting the ball and we're going to be aggressive. And how about the aggressive shot down the field? Play 1 of the 2nd half to start it, and he goes all the way to the end zone. That is how you start a half fast.
Brown will throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're
going to take a shot at this DB. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia State.
And that's exactly how you draw it up on offense, man. You run the football, you get those bodies committed, Jesse, and you use speed out wide with a little bit of play action.
A really nice job of setting it up by the play caller. You're right. Those linebackers and safeties, they want to come down and support the run, but a really nice throw, excellent route, and they're able to connect for a massive TD.
Set to kick this one.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Out wide left, it's Payne. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. He's got enough. There he goes. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Thundering Herd. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's some daylight. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Making the adjustment. Wants to go up top on second down. Turns up, it's Boston.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Herd! Gets it into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. He's past the marker. Running free. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Brown wants to pass. Right side, it's Butler. Turning it on. Past the 10. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Fires to the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panthers. Lining up to add another.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Wide open downfield. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Fresh set of downs going up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Can this defense stop them again on 4th and goal? The play fake. Moves to his right. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Marshall! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And the extra point is good. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. On the ground, it's Murray. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
From the gun, the running back has it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got the tight end. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Brown will throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Across the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. In the red area, it's Butler. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hamilton. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So Marshall was out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. Inside the... He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Brown wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Out wide right, it's McGee. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, and this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years, the big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Butler.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They'll send out the kicker here. And the kick splits the upright, so at least they salvage that. Time has expired. 3 points on the total. Still coming up well short, and this one is all over. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw earlier.